guys, welcome to L&L Tarot. I'm so glad that you're here and I'm so excited to be doing this. Every time I do a reading, um, it's so rewarding and fulfilling. It's something that I do from the heart, really, and it's so amazing when I get replies and people tell me about how it resonated. It just really makes my day. So I'm really happy that you're here with me wherever you are. I'm Luciana, and this is L&L Tarot. This is a channel of two people who really love divination and energy and vibration and expanding our consciousness and just vibrating higher and aligning to the best possibilities in the world for us. We I'm sorry. The other L is Larissa. You'll soon see some videos by her, and we're planning on making some videos together as well. But for now, this is just me, and I want to show you this beautiful man who's here. This is Jesus. I found him upstairs in my parents' stuff, and I decided to put him outside for some sun, and now he's here with me. As I've already mentioned, I have a Christian background, and although I'm not in church anymore, I have always connected to the energy of Jesus Christ. And for a while, we lost touch, and I was very confused about a lot of things regarding the spiritual realm and all these things about like religion. I don't know if you have a religion or if you had a religion. Right now, I'm a spiritual being living, a physical life, and I'm very aware of it, and I've just really let go of any conceptions that kept me stuck and that made me feel bad or anything like that, and I have come to accept Jesus in my life, not as a savior, I mean, but as this energy that is with me and I can access at any time. As Abraham says, it's all consciousness, and consciousness never dies. So I believe that his consciousness can be accessed by us no matter what kind of religion we have or beliefs, and I also believe, because of the holographic theory, that says that every small thing has a picture of the whole, right? So although growing up I was a Catholic, and when I was around 23 years old, I converted into evangelical church, and having images like this one would be something like you can never do, right? And so this is the first time ever in my whole life, and I'm 32, about to be 33, where I actually consciously decides to have an image. I don't believe that there's like power there, or like it's not about that. It's just about a reminder. And Jesus Christ is my crush, and he is my guru, and so he's here with us today. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I don't know if I should say that I'm sorry, but this reading is definitely not about Jesus, but I just felt called to share with you. Maybe you've been on the same journey where you've tried different religions, you know, and different. You've been trying to have a bigger perspective of things, right? And maybe I'm saying this because there's someone out there who needs to hear it, that it's okay, you know, and it's okay to be in love with Jesus. It's okay to connect to the spiritual world, and you know, I don't believe in damnation and that we're going to hell, you know, as I once did. So I'm free, and I hope you're free too, you know, from all dogmas and anything that tries to keep us in a cage, right? Belief is a beautiful armor, John Mayer said in a song, right? So it's not about belief, it's about feeling, right? And I think that's the biggest thing of all when we are in a spiritual journey. This is what matters most, right? It's how we feel about something. So, anyway, moving on to this reading, I've decided to do a reading where we're going to check the energies of your connection with this person. It doesn't matter if it's romantic or not, okay? We're going to check the energies, the feelings, and past, present, future, and a possible outcome. All right. The other videos were, I didn't have as many options, but this time I felt called to add more options. So I want you guys to pick your crystal. Okay, I'm going to show them to you here. We're going to have 5 options. Option number 1, it's this crystal here. I forgot the name of it, but it's a throat chakra crystal. It's very good. This one is the sunstone. I always try to show you so you can see how it shines. Crystal number 3, it's this one that I also don't know the name of. In case you guys know the names of these crystals, please share in the comments below. This one I know, this is the pink quartz, right? It's a rough pink quartz. And this one is, it looks like an amethyst, but it's not really. Yeah, you see? Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys some time to choose your pile or choose your crystal. Take a deep breath, 3 deep breaths. Ask the universe, what's going on in this connection? How are you feeling? How are they feeling? Where it's going? Okay, see if you feel more called to a crystal and specifically, or maybe a number comes to your mind. Okay, you can choose more than one. You can ask about different people, right? Choose different crystals for different people. All right, so let's go. If you haven't chosen your crystal yet, feel free to pause the video and then you choose yours. Timestamps will be listed below. Okay, let's start with group number 1. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to check the energies. Okay, we want to know your energy in this connection, their energy in this connection, your feelings towards them, their feelings towards you. Past, present, and future, and a possible outcome. Okay, so, you know, bring that person to your mind, to your heart, to your thoughts. Visualize that person in your mind's eye. Connect to them through your heart chakra. Let's see what is going on. All right. Okay, so let's see. Your energy in this connection, their energy. Your feelings towards them, their feelings towards you. Past, present, future, and a possible outcome. Okay. And I also want to get a rune for the overall energy of this connection, okay? All right. It's one that looks like an X. Okay. All right, let me see if you can see all the cards. No, image was blurry. Good thing that I checked. Okay, I'm still working out like lighting and everything, so hope it's okay. So let's see your energy and their energy. This is I can see that this is a pretty loving connection, right? Your energy is the Queen of Cups, and their energy is the Nine of Cups. Okay, so this shows me that it's like you're their dream come true, right? And you have a lot of emotions towards them as well. You know, you have a lot of feelings. But I just get the feeling that maybe they're more open about how they feel than you are. You feel very solidly like that this connection is a spiritual connection, that it's important, and you care about it. It's like you're looking at that cup and but it seems like they might be more like outgoing people. Maybe they're more like an extrovert and you're more like an introvert. Let's see. So let's see your feelings and their feelings. Okay, let's take a look at the past position. All right. You know, in your feelings, we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups shows this man who's walking away from a situation, right? He has 8 cups, but he decided to walk away because he knows he needs the other cups. You know, he wants the 2 other cups to complete the 10 cups, you know? Whereas the person you're inquiring about, they're represented by the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is the card of victory, right? It's the card of fulfillment. So it seems like they're more sure of this connection than you are. And I want to understand why, you know, why did you feel like you have to walk away? You know, I don't know if it's like your own mind playing tricks on you, if you're afraid. Maybe they're coming on too strong and that's scaring you a bit. Or maybe, because this is your feelings, right, in this connection. So it's not like you're walking away from a different situation, because this is how you feel about them. So it's like you feel a sense of loss, regret, a sense of failure, a sense of not having everything that you actually wanted. So maybe they're really more into you than you are into them, you know. And in the past position, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles talks about a new beginning that is a reliable beginning. You know, it's like something is being offered to you, in the fact that it is a pentacle. The pentacles, they talk about earthly things, you know, like 3D physical things. So I get the feeling that this was offered, right? So let's see now the present position. Well, we have another ace, and the future position. Okay. So, okay, so something was offered in the past, and then now in the present, we have the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands represents like a beginning to like something that comes to you. It could be like a creative project. In this case, it talks about passion, right? And so it is a new beginning. It seems like to me like this person is someone you've recently met. Um, Maybe it isn't someone from your past or anything like that, because the aces, they talk about things that are really like just starting out, you know. And but the fact is, you seem a little closed off for this. So it's not, it's like you're not so excited. So maybe this is coming from them, right? So they're making the offer, and there's this passion, and maybe you see it, maybe you feel it, but somehow you're not going in that direction. Or maybe you are. Maybe what I'm getting also right now is that maybe this represents really you walking away from something so you can go towards them, you know, because of how this is. So maybe they're showing you a new opportunity, a new possibility. Maybe this could be something life-changing, and you have to make some changes in your life so that you're able to really accept, you know, this offer. And then in the future position, we have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords talks about this is a very stable energy, but also very rational. She's moving forwards. She has her sword in her hand, so it's like she makes decisions. She goes for it. She doesn't waste a lot of time with feelings. It's more like she knows what she's gotta do and she's gonna do it. And with this sword, I have the always that I see every time I see the Queen of Swords with the sword, I think like she's ready to cut some stuff out of her life, you know. So maybe there's something that's not serving you, and there's this, you know, possibility, and you might be feeling triggered. Maybe you've been hurt before, and that's why you've decided to put a cap on your cup. You know, you're not allowing this cup to overflow. And but you want it to because you see the possibility. So what I see is that plans are being made in order to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, right? So let's take a look at the outcome position. The outcome position is not to be taken literally, okay? Because things always change, but this is like a possibility, right? And here in the outcome position, we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups talks about possibilities. It talks about sometimes illusions. It talks about, you know, choices. So I don't see anything definite going on in this situation. It's pretty hard to tell, you know. But let's take a look first here at the rune. As I've mentioned before, runes are things that I've recently started working with, you know, in divination. So I have to refer, you know, to what they mean. So this X, the meaning is gibo, and it means gift. And the meaning is generosity. Let's see this other website. It says, if this rune is pulled, that is a sign that unity, union, or partnership is near, but you are requested not to throw yourself into this connection. A true partnership can only consist of two independent, healthy beings that preserve their own independence, also in this union. This advice is important at all levels, in romantic relationships and commercial things, simply in partnerships of every type. Okay. So there is generosity and there is partnership, right? There is, it says, the other website says gifts, both in sense of sacrifice and of generosity, indicating balance. All matters in relation to exchanges, including contracts, personal relationships, and partnerships. Right? So maybe this person is coming with a lot of passion and love towards you. They look at you and they think you're their dream come true. And they come with all these possibilities and all these, you know, really possibilities. And that might be scaring you. Yeah. And you're kind of lost. Like, where do I go? What do I do? Do I take this offer? Do I open up? Do I share my feelings? Or do I just run away? Maybe your fight and flight instinct has kicked in, you know. But I see that in the near future, something is going to be done about it. You know, there is a definite choice here being made with the Queen of Swords, you know. And maybe this choice is in relation to the Seven of Cups. You know, you might be retreating to find out what it is that you really want. You know, this walking away is giving me a sense of the Hermit card, you know, where you're going to take some time to, you know, analyze the paths that you have before you and the possibilities. You know, I see this way more about you than about them, you know, because to me it seems like they're pretty certain. And maybe they're the ones also making this like really sharp move, you know, because it doesn't seem like you're really ready for that. But they might be coming on very strong. They could be triggering you, and this could be leaving you in this confused state, you know, where you're going to check. I get the feeling that this is a crossroads. You might have multiple possibilities. This person might be just one of the people who are interested in you, for example, you know, and you're trying to figure out which way to go. You know, this is what I'm feeling here. And as far as where it's going, you know, I see that there's pretty much a real possibility here. So I want to take some cards so we can see, you know, if you choose to go into this partnership, this doesn't have to be like a romantic partnership. Like I mentioned before, this could be anything else. This could be like a job opportunity. Someone who sees potential in you and really wants you to go for it, you know, and it's not letting you go. And maybe you're not really sure that that's the path that you want to take, you know. You see the possibility, but maybe you think, there could be more, you know. So I'm going to take 3 cards. We're actually going to check 2 scenarios, okay? If you decide to move forward with this connection, if you decide not to move forward, okay? So let's see what we can expect out of this to help you make this decision. Okay, so what if you decide to move forward with this connection? What can happen? What if you decide to move forward? we're going to take 3 cards. Okay, let me just see yes, it's okay. So if you decide to move forwards, and now let's take some cards, 3 cards, if you decide not to move forwards with this connection. Okay, so let's see. If you decide to move forwards, we have the 4 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. If you decide not to move forwards, we have the Ace of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Okay. You know, both outcomes are pretty positive. You know, it's really like, it's not like something bad's gonna happen. You know, if you decide to stay in this connection, if you decide to give this person a chance, if you decide to open up to this possibility, what I'm saying is that you're still gonna be in this period of like reflection. Okay, you're gonna take a time to rest and think about things, right? But after you have this time, things are really gonna move forward quickly. You know, with the 8 of Wands, I think of a lot of passion. I see Cupid's arrows, I see forward movement, I see also like spiritual gifts, a lot of fire, a lot of things happening, you know. And then after the 8 of Wands, we have the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands shows like an expansion of perspective, a growth, possibilities. Really, you not only like opening yourself up to it, like you've already opened yourself up to it, and now you are like creating the possibilities in your mind. It's like it's a white canvas, and you are dreaming it up. You're looking at it, and I almost get the feeling of the Fool, you know, like he's ready to take the leap, but he's planning ahead, you know, but he feels very stable. So what I see is that this connection, because of how passionate this person is, this connection could bring you a lot of passion in your life and take you to different places where you can meet different people, you can travel. There, it seems like there is traveling involved, you know. This could have to do with also like your spiritual abilities, following your, you know, the way to your north node. I don't see anything like this being the real deal, like, oh, you're gonna get married. If this is a romantic situation, this could be like a stepping stone. This could be like a piece of your puzzle, you know. There are lessons here for you to learn, and there are things you're gonna get from this for sure if you decide to give it a try. Okay. Now, what about if you decide to walk away, right? And you don't want to give in. So first we have the Ace of Swords. This is the 3rd ace in the reading, right? And the Ace of Swords talks about a moment of clarity. It can speak about communication, very open communication, and a lot of clarity in the mind, you know, like you knowing exactly what it is that you want, you know. And the cards came out the other way. So this is the 7 of Pentacles, and this shows a man who's working for something that he believes in, and he's taking a look at his harvest and all the fruits of his labor, but he doesn't seem really happy, you know. And then we have the King of Swords, right? And the King of Swords talks also about very rational decisions. So what I feel is that you're gonna have more excitement in your life, and more doors are gonna open for you. If you decide to stay in this connection, if you don't decide to stay, if you decide to walk away, it's gonna be good. It doesn't, you're gonna have a moment of clarity, but you're gonna be feeling a little bored. It's not gonna be as exciting as this one. You're not gonna be making plans for travels or anything like that. You're gonna be more like doing the same old, staying in that routine that maybe you're tired of, but that makes you feel very safe. It makes you feel in control. So this is really, really a choice of you. Working, I feel like, more on your heart chakra and your solar plexus, so you can feel ready to do this and give this person this chance or this opportunity. I see that if you do, a lot of passion is going to come into your life, a lot of trips, a lot of excitement, adventure. If you decide to stay, the possibility of you being even more rational, that's really true. Not that it, you have possibilities. So maybe you're gonna stay in your mind a little bit more. Sorry, you're gonna stay in your mind a little bit more in your head, and you're gonna check the possibilities and open yourself up. The important thing here that I get is that you try to work through whatever triggers you, and makes you feel like you have to take more of this logical approach in life. And because I get the feeling that although you feel safe, you also feel unfulfilled and unsatisfied, right? So if you do decide to walk away, right, it's your choice. You can do whatever it is that you want. You gotta feel comfortable with the choices that you make. But there is a real possibility of something happening here that's gonna bring a lot of excitement into your life, and they are definitely excited about you. It's like you're their dream come true. They feel very victorious, and I think that in their minds, there's no way that this could go wrong. They're really happy about it, and maybe they see all these possibilities. Maybe they're not, it's not an illusion for them. Maybe it's not something that they are unsure about. Like, it's like they're really, really sure about this, and they probably feel like they can offer you the world. This guy might be, or woman, right? Take it as it resonates, but this could be a very adventurous, loving person with a very open heart and a lot of passion. And they're giving me Sagittarius vibes. I don't know if they are Sagittarius. You're giving me more of Cancer, Aquarius vibe, maybe Gemini. Not sure. It doesn't matter what signs you are, but this is the kind of vibe that I feel like they're more adventurous, and they want to bring you in this adventure with you, right? Okay, guys, I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. It helps so much, like you would not imagine, to know that this is helping you. This helps me and encourages me so much. Also, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you liked the video, and share with your friends, please. And check back soon. And also, there are other channels on other videos on our channel about mindfulness, meditation, and how you can feel better. All right. Also, we offer private readings. Okay, online. We like to do it face-to-face, like one-on-one, via Skype or FaceTime, something like that. So it's not like a recording where we can actually talk. Okay, so I'll leave in the comment section, in the description section below, our email address. So feel free to email us. and we can book your personal reading and find out more about what's going on in your life and whatever it is that you want to find out about. Okay, thank you so much. It was really nice having you here, and I wish you a day filled with love and, you know, just like your heart burning of love and opening up to the possibilities that in your life. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out what's going on in this connection with you and your person. This could be romantic or non-romantic. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's someone in your family. Maybe it's someone at work, a friend. Okay, whatever it is, we're gonna check your energies, their energies in this connection, your feelings towards them, their feelings towards you, past, present, and future, and a possible outcome. Okay, we're also gonna get some runes. Okay, and some runes, no, one rune. Okay, so if you chose pile number 2, group number 2, the Sunstone, this is your reading. Think about this person, visualize them, see them in your mind's eye. Let's connect to group number 2. What's going on in this connection? Your energies, their energies, and what we can expect in the future. Okay. So, your energy, their energy, your feelings, their feelings, past, present, future, and possible outcome. Okay, let me see how it is. All right, and now let's get a rune for the overall energy of this connection. I actually touched 2. All right. So we have the blank rune, which means fate and destiny. It's like forces out of our control. This reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have this other rune. Let me see if you can see it. It looks like an R, right? So I do readings differently, and this time I feel like let's take a look at the runes first. So this rune, the name of it is Raido or Raido. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And it means wagon or chariot, travel, both in physical terms and those of lifestyle direction. A journey, vacation, relocation, evolution, change of place or setting, seeing a larger perspective, seeing the right move for you to make and deciding upon it. Personal rhythm, world rhythm, dance of life. All right, very interesting. I wonder what's going on in your life, group 2. Planning to move, making some changes in your life. We saw here this one we talked about how it seems like the Wheel of Fortune, right? This other side, a website says this rune is about communication, the mood of something that has 2 sides, 2 elements, and about a different reunion. Here grows the intrinsic value, and at such times we must remember that it's not envisaged that we rely totally on our own strength, but instead ask ourselves, what is the right action? And the last one says, I like to take a look at different meanings, you know. Journey on horseback, movement, work, growth. Okay, so something's changing for sure. Let's see what it is. Okay, so let's see. Your energies, their energies. Your feelings, their feelings. Okay, let's take a look at the past position. All right, present and future. And the outcome. Okay. So I'm getting the feeling that maybe you're deciding to walk away from this connection. There's something that's changing for sure. We've seen that fate has intervened. There's a lot of movement. We talked about relocation, right? And here we have in your energies, we have the Nine of Swords, right? And the Nine of Swords talks about fast movement, clear and open communication, and it can also talk a little about anxiety as well. You know, and you're like, in this case, you're like mirroring each other, kind of, because this person is represented by the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords talks a lot about like mental activity, but in a negative way. This person is really suffering. They're in their minds a lot. They're replaying scenarios. They're feeling regret, sorrow, anxiety. They're feeling fear. They're afraid of what's to come, you know. And your feelings are represented by the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups talks about a very innocent and loving, strong connection. It's like really an encounter of souls. Maybe you feel like this person has been in your life before, maybe like in a past life, or maybe this is someone that you love deeply and that you feel like you're always gonna love them, you know. And there is a lot of love in your heart for them, but I'm getting the feeling that maybe you're deciding to go in a different direction, you know, like you're not moving towards them, you're moving somewhere else. And with their feelings being the Moon card, I get the feeling that they're very confused. They don't see things as clearly as you do. Maybe their shadow self is running the show. Maybe they're not dealing with this fear and anxiety all too well, you know, and I don't know, but I'm getting the feeling that maybe they could be, because of this fear, maybe they could be relying on the occult and the spiritual world for something. I don't know if they're connected like that, but if they are, they're definitely trying to get answers, you know. But also, this could just mean that their subconscious mind is running the show, you know, and they're just like in a real state of confusion and sadness and fear. So I get the feeling that you're feeling a lot better than they are, and that you're the one calling the shots. But even though you might be deciding on a different route, you still have a lot of love for them, you know. And in the past position, we have the Justice card. And the Justice card talks about balance. It talks about fairness. It talks about things being done right. This could also talk about like stuff related to law, you know, like contracts. I think they said something about contracts here, right? Talks about, what was it that we saw? Oh no, I think this is not it. Okay. Anyway, never mind, sorry. So, but this room talks about partnerships and deciding what is the right way for you, you know, and asking yourself what's the right path to take. So, I'm feeling that maybe this person did you wrong, or maybe you were married or maybe you got married. If you got married, okay, or if you got divorced, you might have gotten divorced, or they could be going through a divorce. Maybe they could be with someone else and they were trying to get you in their lives, right? Maybe that's why they feel like this. Maybe they're bound by law to someone else, right? And although you feel the connection, you're deciding to walk in a different direction, But here in the present position, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles talks about a real stable possibility for the future, right? Like an offer being made. So maybe I'm getting the feeling that, for example, maybe they were in another connection, maybe they were married, maybe it wasn't fair, or maybe they didn't treat you right. Maybe they were treating you like one night stand or something like that. And you were staying because you felt the connection, you felt the love. So, but I guess you just said like enough is enough, and you decided to stand your ground and go for what you deserve and position yourself and say, no, this is not for me, this is not good, I don't want it this way, which forced them to make some changes. And maybe they're making you an offer in the present moment, But I don't know, I'm unsure, because it doesn't seem like they're on the right mind to make such a stable offer, Or maybe you have another offer. This could be like an offer of work, of job. This could be like, I'm looking at this thing here, like looks like a door. So maybe this could be like a door to a new life. Something's being offered to you that is a new beginning. So it could be them offering you this, or it could be someone else or some other opportunity. Because I really don't see it like that. Maybe because you have this offer, they're suffering so much. Because they're afraid you're going to take it. They see that this is a good possibility for you, and they're worried. They're like, oh my God, what if she goes? What if he goes? What am I going to do? And they feel like you're in this mode, ready to take action and desperate for this change, And in the future position, we have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups talks about feelings and love, and the Cups is the really the suit of cards that talks about emotions and feelings. Her cup is closed. She's looking at it, but it's closed. So it's like it's important. It's something that you really care about and you value. So maybe this could be the connection. You looking at the connection and being like, it's really important to me. And I love you so very much. And I know how important you are to me. But I've decided to close my cup. It's not going to overflow. I'm not going to open up. Why? Because in the outcome position, we have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups shows this person walking away. And they're not satisfied with these 8 cups. They want more. They want the 2 other cups, right? So I'm getting the feeling that, you've really come to a conclusion about this. or you will. You're probably taking this other opportunity, you know, when you're walking away and you've decided to go somewhere else. You know, you've decided that you're no longer going to share your feelings with this person. Maybe the way they feel, maybe they're very negative, very confused, and this wasn't being fair to you. You know, it could be making you feel bad, but you know, fate intervenes, justice was served, the universe wants you to live a stable life, and I feel like that's what you're being called to do, to go in a different direction, you know. If this is not the case, then this could be them worrying so much that they're gonna lose you, that they decide to make these changes so they can offer you something stable, so that you can stay in their life and they can have this stability with you. They might know that your heart's a little closed off. Maybe they know that they have to win you over again. Maybe they know that they have to make the wrongs right. But I still feel like someone is walking away, and I think that's you. You know, I think that's you. So let's see. Let's take some cards. We're going to take 3 cards to see what happens if you stay in this connection and what happens if you decide to let it go. Okay, so let's take 3 cards for each scenario. What if you decide to walk away, and what if you decide to stay? So let's see. Okay, if you decide to walk away, and now if you decide to stay. What if you decide to stay? Oh, wow. Yeah, so it's pretty funny that these cards came out, because the rune said, right, that you have to think about what you're doing. It says here, we must remember that to not to totally rely on our own strength, but instead ask ourselves, what is the right action? Right? What is the right action? So maybe right now you're wondering about this. What is the right action? What path should I take? It's like you're at a crossroads, right? And you're wondering, is this the right person? Is this the right way? You know? And the runes really tell you to ask yourself, right? And take a deep look into it. And what we see is, so if you decide to walk away, this is pretty interesting, because it's funny to see the Temperance card and the Devil card side by side, you know. So but we also have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles can talk about like equal give and take, or an unbalanced give and take. But here, what I get is that if you decide to walk away, you're going to have a balance of these 2 things. It's going to be good, but it's going to be bad. You know what I mean? Like, life is always like this, right? But you're probably going to need a lot of strength and a lot of patience and a lot of stability to deal with some things that might not be serving your highest good, you know. The Devil card can talk about relationships, um, but also like addictions, habits, anything that dampers you, you know, that puts a damper on you, on your life, that keeps you stuck. You know, so maybe you're gonna have both. You're gonna have to deal with both situations if you decide to go. Maybe this new doorway is gonna be like you're gonna learn a lot, but I get the feeling that it's gonna be tough as well. And you might feel a little restricted. You know, I don't know where you're planning on moving, where you're thinking about going. This could mean that your financial situation is not going to be so good. So, like, if you're married and you're planning a divorce, or you've recently got divorced, and maybe like you have a chance of reconnecting, you know, and you decide to walk away, maybe you could be feeling a little without like the resources, and you're gonna need a lot of patience, and you're gonna need to you know, look for more guidance, especially from within. You know, the Devil card doesn't necessarily mean that something horrible is gonna happen, of course not, but it's like there are some things that could happen here that might not be exactly what you're looking for, you know. Whereas if you stay, we have three very positive cards. So we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the World card. So the Four of Wands, it's like a coming home, right? It's like happiness. It's like fulfillment. It's like the card of stability, the card of emotional fulfillment. This to me shows like a happy couple that feels very victorious, you know. So you know, I believe that if you decide to stay, because there is a lot of love despite what's happened. And maybe I'm even getting the sense that maybe this was you. You might have decided to, you know, entertain yourself with different sides, maybe different people, right? And that's why this person has been suffering so much. Maybe they didn't do you wrong. Maybe you did. Maybe you just let yourself be tempted, right? And but they want you, right? And so there's this possibility of you feeling very happy in this partnership, right? Here, this rune also says the mood of something that has two sides, two elements, and about a different reunion, right? I'm getting the feeling that this could also be an ex that's returning. Maybe they've been missing you so much and they're trying to get you back, right? And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles shows this woman who to me is like a diva, like Beyonce, like Rihanna. And she's feeling very powerful. She has everything that she needs. She's dressed well. She's happy. She has wealth and health, you know, and love. And she stands strong, and she is an independent woman. So I see that even if you decide to stay in this partnership, you're still going to be someone who's independent. Like they don't have toxic traits. You know, like they're gonna be, I feel like you're gonna be supported to do whatever it is that you want to do, So even if you like decide to take this offer, let's say it's um, like a job offer, you know, maybe you have to relocate. They're gonna support you. You know, they're gonna support you. They're not gonna like say it's this way or the highway. I don't get that. I get that they love you so much and they want to be with you so much that they're going to support you with whatever decision it is. And then here we have the world, and the world is a super happy card, right? It's like can talk about travel, completion, achievement, success, you know. So and here we see this woman alone again, but she's like surrounded by energies that support her. So I'm getting the feeling that you would be supported not only by this person, but by the universe as well. Whereas here you're going to have some lessons to learn, you know. Lessons are good, but here we checked not if you're going to take this or not, like if you decide to stay in the connection or if you decide to walk away, right? Because this could be pretty much in your energy, like this desire to walk away. But ask yourself if this is what you really want. When I get the devil card in an outcome position, in a path that I'm thinking about taking, I try to check myself, like consult like the manager within, right? And to find out if this is what I really, really want, you know. Because sometimes it can be like a shiny new toy and you look at it and you think like it's amazing. Look at this opportunity. But it could turn out not to be like the best thing ever. You know? So this is what I'm seeing for group number 2. I hope it resonated and I hope it gave you some clarity and helped you, you know, with figuring out what you want to do. If it did resonate, please leave a comment in the section below, because it really helps so much and encourages me so much. I really like to know more about what's going on in your life, because I'm also curious. Sorry. And let me just read this before we go, because I talked about the fate, this blank rune, right? And somehow it's on the computer, it's showing this one. So let me read it. It says, empty is the end, empty is the beginning. Like the phoenix from the ashes arises from what we call fate. The surrender of control is the supreme challenge for a spiritual warrior. If you drag the blank rune, take courage. Trust that the universe will make self-change in your ongoing life progress. This is really interesting, you know, because this is saying the surrender of control is the supreme challenge for a spiritual warrior. And what the Nine of Swords does not do is surrender control. The Nine of Swords, he wants to go for it at all, like no matter what. So maybe what the universe wants is for you to surrender control, and instead of taking action right now, just be more of an observer, you know, and watch it unfold. I guess right now it seems like it's not the right time to take action, and just let the universe show you their plan for you, because they're definitely in control of the situation, whatever is happening. You're guided, you're protected, you know, and there is a plan. Alrighty, I hope this helped. Again, leave it in the comment section below. Please like this video, share it with your friends if you found it helpful, subscribe to our channel, and we offer private readings, okay, not like video recordings. We actually want to talk to you one-on-one, FaceTime, Skype, however it is. And our email is in the description box below, so feel free to email us, and we can just hang out and check the cards, check the runes. All right. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading, and let's find out what's going on in this connection. Okay, how you're feeling, how they're feeling, and what's to come. Okay, we're gonna check past, present, future, possible outcomes, and besides using the tarot cards, we're also gonna use the runes. Okay, so right now, think about this person, bring him or her to your mind's eye, to your heart, and let's find out what's going on in the connection of group 3. We're going to take some cards for your energy, their energy, your feelings, their feelings, past, present, and future, and the outcome position. Okay. Let me just see if this is okay. Okay. Your energy, their energy, your feelings, their feelings, past, present, future, and outcome. Okay. Now let's get a rune for the overall energy of this connection. I got 2 again. No. Last video, group 2, I got 2 runes as well. Okay, so here we have this rune. It's like an X. And we also have this one that looks like a letter M. Okay. Let's check the meaning of the runes first. So the X is Gibbo. This came out in reading group number 1. It's about a partnership, a gift. If this rune is pulled, this is a sign that unity, union, or partnership is near, but you are requested not to throw yourself into this connection. A true partnership can only consist of 2 independent, healthy beings that preserve their own independence also in this union. The advice is important at all levels, in romantic relationships, in commercial things, simply in partnerships of every type. Let's check another website. It says this rune gifts, both in the sense of sacrifice and of generosity, indicating balance. All matters in relations to exchange, including contracts, personal relationships, and partnerships. So, it's the rune of partnership, right? And now, the type of M rune. Where is it? Oh, here. This one is Manas, the self. Remain modest. That is the right of the oracle. Be in the world, but not from the world. Stay receptive to impulses that come out of the divine in the inner and outer sphere. Seek to live the usual life in an unusual manner. If you take the itself rune and cut through it in the middle, you're going to receive the rune of joy in its reflection. So there is a fine warning not to be careless. The acrobatically dancing energy of the balance is asked here to bring its higher self. Nothing in excess. That was the second request that was to be read at the entrance of the temple. The first advice read, recognize yourself. Okay, so here, this first rune talked about the need to stay independent in the partnership, right? In this rune, it's all about yourself. So it's all about like independence, right? And then this other website, it says, this is the rune of man, mankind, the self, the individual, or the human race. Your attitude towards others and their attitudes towards you, friends and enemies, social order, intelligence, forethought, create, skill, ability, divine structure, intelligence, awareness. Expect to receive some sort of aid or cooperation now. Okay. So now let's see. Your energies, their energies, your feelings, their feelings. Okay, let's take a look at the past position, present, and future, and the outcome position. So let me see if, oh no, it's blurry. I don't know why it gets blurry like that. Okay. So let me take a moment and just look at these energies right now. No, I'm having a hard time understanding how you're feeling. Because you're represented by the Queen of Swords, right? And the Queen of Swords is very stable but very rational. I get the feeling that her heart space, it's a little closed. So she might feel, but she keeps it under wraps. And then we have, for your feelings, we have the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold, feeling rejected, feeling depressed, feeling lonely. It's like you're walking outside and it's cold, and it's like snowing, and you're like, your leg is broken and you're like, oh my God, I have nowhere else to go. But you don't really see that, like, there's this place here, the light, like there is a light at the end of the tunnel, right? This could be like there is cooperation, there is help. And this room talked about how you can expect cooperation. Okay, and what about them? Their energy in this connection is the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is the card of celebration, the card of happiness, the card of feeling good with where you're at in your life right now, right? So if this is the energy of the connection, this could mean like it's a friendship. This could be a friendship. But also it just could mean someone who's really happy to have you in their lives, And in their feelings, we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands talks about like this passion, this desire. The page is not as mature as like the queen or the king. They're starting their journey, right? So you see how he's looking at his wand over here? So this could also talk about like creative endeavor. Could talk about like wanting to go for something artistic, right? But when it comes to feelings, this could mean like that this person is very focused on the object of their affection, which seems like it's you, right? And they really want to bring you into this happy life, but you're closed off and you're feeling like that. I get the feeling that maybe something happened in the past and maybe you trusted people who didn't do right by you, and this could be just like your subconscious mind playing games and making you feel like this, you know. So, like, because in the past position, we have the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is the card of victory. It's the kind of feeling like, yes, I've done it, I got it, I've conquered it. You know, it's feeling so happy. So, um, this being the past position, I feel like both of you were really happy to meet. It felt like a very victorious encounter. Um, you know, and they're feeling passionate and loving towards you. They're still really happy about it. They're making plans about how to move forward, and they definitely see the possibility, and they're looking at you, and they're very focused, you know. The Three of Cups can represent a third party situation, but I'm not getting that feeling here. Okay, I don't know if this is the case for you, and maybe you found this out and that's why you're feeling like this. But nothing here and these cards indicate anything else. So I feel like this is more like they're super happy to have you in their lives, you know. And in the present position, we have the Magician cards. And the Magician talks about manifesting stuff, right? And bringing things into reality. So this could be both good and bad, like positive and negative, depending on your mindset. I think this is also alluding to the fact that, like, if you're feeling negative, you could be creating negative situations in your life. And because the way you see things, your perspective changes the reality around you. So I feel like with the Magician cards being in the present, even if you're not aware of it, you know, you're creating your reality right now. But here, like, I can help notice that, I don't know if you can see it, but like he's pointing at him, the page. You know, like as above, so below, right? And you know, you could be both manifesting each other. Like, I guess you're pretty much like they're pretty much on your mind as much as you are in their mind. And maybe you are not so open with your feelings and your passions, but you feel them. And maybe you're triggered and you're feeling afraid of opening up. So that's why you're feeling like this. Or maybe something happened where you disconnected for some reason, you know. But if you are disconnected, you both want the same thing, you know. This is what I'm getting. You both want it. So you're both thinking about each other. You're both like creating this reality. Just be aware of your thoughts. Really watch your thoughts. Because this coming out in the present position shows me that you are in a very powerful position right now to manifest stuff, you know. And maybe you've been manifesting this person in your life who will bring you joy and happiness and passion and will support you, and who will be an equal partner who will also like support your dreams and visions, and who will value you and your independence, you know. Um, but your mindset could be still be kind of like blocking. It's like when consciously you want something, but like in your unconscious, there are some blocks. This is what I'm feeling, you know. So maybe like meditate, uh, ask yourself what these blocks are. Maybe it has nothing to do with this person. It could be like childhood trauma, or if it's not childhood, it's something that happened in the past with other relationships that you had that made you feel like you have to be out in the cold, you know, and you just got like this scarcity mindset, you know. But I see you definitely trying to overcome this with the Magician card in the present position, you know, and with the Six of Wands in the past position. And then we have in the future position, we have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands for me, it's like a super amazing card because it talks about movement, action, and just like very inspired action. You know, every time I see the Eight of Cups, I see like could be like Cupid's arrows, or it could be just like fiery arrows, or I also see like gifts from the spiritual world, like abilities, you know. So I also get the feeling that this connection could be lighting your soul on fire, you know, your spirit, and you're getting more in touch with your feelings, with your desires, with your passions, with your abilities, you know. And you're manifesting this, but you're also manifesting like power, you know, excitement and happiness in your life, you know. And with the Seven of Wands being in the outcome position, what I see, so the outcome position is not to be taken literally. This can change at any time, right? But what I feel is that you are both going to be very protective of the situation, you know. You're both standing your ground. This could be like still being independent, you know, and watching out for yourselves separately. But this could also mean like defending the relationship, you know, and defending each other and protecting each other. Yes, this is definitely what I'm seeing here. You know, there is a fast movement coming your way. You are manifesting this shit for sure. If you're not aware of your manifesting powers, you know, take a look, better look into like the law of attraction. We have some videos on our channel from by Abraham. He talks about the law of attraction, the vortex, and being in alignment. We have another video also to check how aligned you are, because manifesting your best reality has all to do with like everything to do with being aligned. And when you are aligned and your subconscious mind and your conscious minds are aligned, you know, and you can like not only think about things, but you can actually feel them, and you can see this reality. You can definitely bring it into reality, you know. And these powers right now, they're at an all-time high, you know. So I see forward movement, and I see that you both are going to be very protective of this relationship and of this connection, you know. For the other groups, I asked what would happen if you decided to walk away, but it's because it seems like they wanted to walk away, you know, but I don't get this here. So what I want to know, I want to look further into the future, okay? And I also want to know how you're going to act and feel, you know, what's coming for you, you know, because you're like the Queen of Swords and you're represented by the Five of Pentacles. And so I want to know how this connection is going to affect you personally. Okay, so we're gonna take 3 cards to see what happens after this, and I want to take 2 cards to see how this will affect you. Okay, so 3 cards for overall prediction and guidance. What's to come, you know, after the 7 of Wands. Let's see. Okay. Wow, we have really, really, really strong cards. All the cards that came out here are major arcana cards. You know, we have the Strength. We have Strength card. We have the Tower, and we have the Sun. You know, and now let's see how this partnership is gonna affect you personally. Okay. So let's take 1 card for your energy and 1 card for your feelings. Okay, your energy and your feelings. Okay. All right. Very interesting. So after the 7 of Wands, right? Like after this is established and you're feeling protective of this, we have the Strength card, and then we have the Tower card, and then we have the Sun card. So I definitely see that you're gonna feel much more empowered and strong and in control, you know, of yourself, of the connection, of the situation, more in control of your feelings, of your desires, you know. You're gonna be definitely more connected to yourself. As far as like here, you're kind of disconnected from feelings, right? And possibilities. Here, you're gonna feel in control. You're gonna feel very strong, you know, and both of you, you know, I feel like this connection is definitely gonna bring this to both of you. And then we have the Tower card, and the Tower card sometimes can be a little scary, but the Tower comes, and sometimes it's not like this huge moment. Sometimes the Tower moment can be like a day, like a realization that you have from one day to the next, when you cry your heart out and your eyes out and you decide to make a change in your life about something. You know, it doesn't have to be like a big loss or something that changed, like, oh my God, it's such a huge change. You know, it can be something that changes internally and you decide to do something different, you know. And then we have the Sun card. So whatever crumbles, whatever changes in the Tower, it's going to be super positive. And you're going to be feeling all the happiness and all the love and all the fulfillment. No, definitely. Whatever happens, it's going to work in your favor. And then when I asked about how your energy is going to change, right? We started with the Queen of Swords, who is very logical and doesn't share her feelings. And then we have the Queen of Cups. I still get the Queen of Cups as someone who's very reserved and doesn't open up too much, but she's way more in touch with her feelings than the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is all about rationalizing things and taking making changes that are very objective, whereas the Queen of Cups is more in touch with her feelings. She's looking at this cup, she's looking at her emotions, she sees how sacred they are, she decides who to share her feelings with in emotions, you know, but she's in touch with them. So I'm definitely getting the feeling that you're going to be way more in touch with your feelings moving forward in this connection. This person, with all their happiness and all their passion and excitement, they're definitely going to help you open that heart, you know. And then here we had the Five of Pentacles, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles talks about someone who's feeling depressed, out in the cold, rejected, left alone, feeling lonely, right? In the Two of Swords, it is an improvement. There could be better cards here about how you're feeling. This could mean that you're still going to feel a little uncertain, but more balanced. I also feel like you're going to juggle things better. Maybe you're going to learn how to balance these two energies. You know, let me see if I can show you. Maybe you're going to learn how to balance your emotions and your, you know, your thoughts. Maybe you're going to learn how to, you know, to be this person that you are, like logical person who likes to rationalize things, but you're also going to allow yourself to be in the moment and to play, you know. The Two of Pentacles, you know, there's this infinity symbol. There's no way he's going to drop these coins, you know. And although things look a little chaotic in the background, he doesn't care. He's so happy. He's super happy, you know. So he's just having fun doing this and doing what he likes. Not like he's super happy. Maybe that was like an exaggeration of my part, but it's definitely knowing that you're safe, you know. Whereas with this Five of Pentacles, you're not feeling safe at all, you know. You're feeling depressed and sad, and you're not going to feel more like that. You're going to feel more in control, you know, like you control where the chips go and how things go, you know. You're in control. And here again, we have the Control cards with the Strength card, you know. So this is definitely a positive connection that's going to bring you a lot of happiness and fulfillment, you know. And I feel like this person is inspired by you, you know, and they might see something in you that maybe you don't see yourself, you know, right now. And they're definitely going to open you up to that, you know. So that's it, guys. I hope this resonated and it was helpful. We offer private readings. So you can find our email in the description box below. We like to do it like face-to-face, like FaceTime, Skype, something like this. Not like video recordings, because we like to talk to you and know what's going on. And because we do like to know what's going on, it's very much appreciated if you leave us a comment in the comment section below so we can know how it resonates. It encourages us so much. You have no idea. And also hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends if you found it helpful, and check back. There we have other videos on our channel, some stuff too about like raising your vibrations, some videos about from Abraham. We're working on more to bring you more documentaries and content. Okay, so thank you very much for your visit, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye bye. Hello, group 4. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the pink quartz, this is your reading. We're going to check. Excuse me. I've been doing this video for a while. They're not paying me any money, but it's just that I really like this Coke with coffee, with espresso, right? I'm from Brazil. I'm here in Brazil. I don't know if you've ever seen if this looks different, right? But this is our espresso Coke. And I really love caffeine. So that's it. So let's get right into your reading, group 4. We're going to check the energies of this connection between you and your person. This could be romantic, but it could also be like work, whatever, however you're connected. Okay, if you're friends, let's check what's going on. Okay, we're going to get some cards for like your energy, your feelings, their feelings, past, present, future, and outcome position. Okay. And we're also going to take a rune like for the overall energy of the connection, okay? So think about your person, see them in your mind's eye, bring them to your heart, connect with them. Let's see what's going on between you and your person, group 4. Let's see. Let me see if you can see everything here. Yes. So, your energy. Oh, I'm gonna turn it all. Okay. Your energy, their energy, your feelings, their feelings, past, present, future, and the outcome position. Okay, and let's get a rune for the overall energy of this connection. Okay, so let's see what's going on in this connection. All right, we have this rune over here. Let me see if you can see it. Don't mind my nails, they look so horrible. I have to get them done, you know. But priorities, first things first. This been a December. It's always a busy month. But anyway, let's see what the rune means first, okay? This rune is called Jera. It means a year, a good harvest. The results of earlier efforts are realized. A time of peace and happiness, fruitful season. It can break through stagnancy, hopes and expectations of peace and prosperity. The promise of success earned. Life cycle, cyclical pattern of the universe. Everything changes in its own time. So you can talk about a major change. Life cycle. Okay. Reaping the fruits, right, of your labor. All right, so let's see how this all connects, right? Let me see. Sometimes I don't know why, but it just gets blurry. Yes, like it was right now. Okay, so guys, let's see. Your energy in this connection is represented by the Sun card. So it's like a lot of energy. You're very into it. You're both very into it, because their energy is the 6 of Wands. So this card is like the card of happiness, victory, success, both of these cards. So I don't know, I'm getting the feeling that you're mirroring each other, you know, in a sense, because for your feelings, we have the 8 of Wands and we have the Chariot. And to me, they are kind of similar, you know. Whoops, sorry. Let me see. So like the 8 of Wands talks about movement, fast forward movement, and so does the Chariot. You know, so you both really want this. You know, you're both really passionate about each other. There's no denying this. You both want to meet and move forward and be together. I don't know if there is a distance here for some reason. It could be because like you're on a horse, they're on a horse, and then there's this movement, like your desire to move. So maybe you could be at a distance from each other. There could be travel involved, you know. And but you both really want it. You're both excited about it. You both feel really happy to be in each other's lives, you know? And here this rune says, a time of peace and happiness, a fruitful season. It can break through stagnancy. So maybe this is interesting because, like, we have in the past position, we have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords talks about this moment of clarity, right? Especially in the mind. So maybe you've come to a conclusion, or there was this moment where you realized something, like both of you. Maybe you've realized like how important this connection is. And like you rationalized it. Maybe you were feeling it a lot. Maybe it was like a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, but you were trying to like make a practical plan, and you had your moment of clarity. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. So I'm getting the feeling that you had this moment of clarity, and moving forward into the future, the energy is the King of Swords. Into the present, I mean. So, like, the King of Swords talks about, you know, action, but rational action and taking a stand and going for what you believe in and acting according to what you think is logical and right. And we go from the Ace to the King. So it's like this could mean that you're in this situation. You've been in this situation for a long time because you've moved on from the Ace to the King, right? So it's like from the beginning to the end of the journey. But this could also mean that because of this passion and all this energy and all the feelings involved, you were like, you just wanted this to progress so fast, you know, and this is what you've been doing, both of you. You know, I don't like how this light is on the cards. Let me see if it's gonna look better. No. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm still working out like the lightning and everything. Okay. It looks a little better. So what I feel is that I'm feeling that maybe some changes needed to be made in order for this relationship to actually work. If this is like a long distance thing, maybe you needed to make some changes, and I know I like in relation to like where you work or where you live or the people that you hang out with, you know, or maybe like a relationship that you were in before, because the King of Swords, with this sword on his hand, I always get the feeling of like Archangel Michael, you know, and just feeling like I'll just do whatever I need to do, and I'll just cut these cords, and I'll just like make the necessary changes, right? And in your rune, it said life cycle, cyclical pattern of the universe. Everything changes in its own time, right? So like you felt like maybe it was time to let something go, to put something behind. It could be a job, a relationship, a place where you live, your family situation, whatever it is, the friends that are around you. For both of you, I get the feeling that you needed to make some changes in order to be able to invest in this relationship as much as you want to, because you really feel like this is the result of your earlier efforts, you know? It's whatever you've been putting out into the universe, you know, and it's coming back to you right now, you know, probably through, I know I get it, it's through this connection. Maybe you've been hurt before, maybe you weren't dealt a really good hand, both of you, and like when it comes to relationships or partnerships, because this could also mean like This doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's a romantic situation, but I get the feeling that it is. But just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a general reading after all, but I feel like you both needed to make some changes, and you're in this process right now. You're making the necessary changes, so you're definitely like analyzing what needs to go, what needs to stay, you know. And then that's why we have the 5 of Cups in the present position, because letting go, even when you're really sure of what you're doing and why you're doing it, it still hurts. It can still be painful. It's a big change. It talks here about a cyclical pattern of the universe, a life cycle, a major change, right? So like when we want to, so it's like when we think about the harvest, it's making me think of like, all right, so you've planted your seeds, you've watched them grow, and now you need space in your life so you can gather all the fruits and you can receive this abundance, right? So, but you have to make space. And the act of making space can be painful, because this could mean that you need to let people go, and you need to change stuff that maybe you were used to. This is getting you out of your comfort zone. This could be like relocation, anything. Breaking up with someone, or just getting rid of everything that doesn't align with you anymore. This could even be like getting rid of stuff, like objects. It doesn't have to be just like getting rid of people, you know. And what that's gonna do in the near future, it's gonna cause some emotional pain for the both of you. But you're doing this, so when this happens, and when you realize that you're kind of suffering because of something that you're letting go of, or when you watch them like feel bad about something that they're letting go of, don't let this get into your head like, oh my god, they're regretting it and they don't want to be with me or something like that. It's not. It's just a natural process, It's the process of loss. We go through this grief process. Change is always uncomfortable, no matter how good it is. So it's like going through the motions. Take your time. Take your time and give them time, to adjust to the new reality. You definitely have the 2 cups standing right behind you. So it's like both of you, this person, we always know that this person is like, they're not looking at the 2 cups and they're just crying over the spilled milk and they don't realize what they have. But in this case, you do realize what you have, So you might like temporarily turn your back on this connection, like of maybe reduce this speed like that you really want to go in. Why? Because you have to make the necessary changes so that you can actually live everything that you want to live together, And what shows me that this is going to be really good is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is the card of a wish come true, fulfillment, happiness. It's this person sitting there like with all their cups behind them and they're like, look at all my cups. Look how happy and fortunate I am, So I get the feeling that you're in this process right now so that you can achieve the 9 of Cups and you can be happy and like really live this relationship to its fullest potential, This is definitely what I'm getting. You're both attracted to each other. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of desire, definitely. A lot of heat and a lot of love. And there's a sense of accomplishment and happiness. It's like you both feel like you're each other's dreams come true, you know. This is really nice. I'm happy for you guys. This seems like it's really moving forward and fast, you know. I get the feeling that this is something that the universe definitely orchestrated, you know, put you guys together. I don't know how you met. It seems like it was recent, and it seems like everything is like moving, going. And you might feel like you have no time to breathe, you know, and wait. But it's amazing. All right, so I want to get some cards here. First, I want to ask what you need to let go of, and I want to ask what they need to let go of, you know, because you definitely need to cut some cords. You definitely need to make some changes. So let's see, what do you need to let go of and what they need to let go of? Okay, what do these 3 cups represent? To give you some like guidance as to what you need to do to speed this process along, because I'm getting the feeling that you're both impatient and you want to make this happen. Okay. So let's see what you need to let go of and what they need to let go of. Oops. These cards really want to come out, so let's get them. You and them. I don't know. Are you both married? Let's think about this, because what they need to let go of is the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands represents a happy reunion, a happy partnership, love and abundance. So maybe they've been in a previous relationship, maybe they've been with someone else, or maybe they just have a lot of stability where they are right now in life. This doesn't have to necessarily mean like they're letting go of someone, although it seems like it is, but maybe more of like a situation. You know, maybe they're the ones making the move towards you. Maybe they have to let go of like their family life, their home, maybe their home country or where they live, like their city, their friends, and all this stability, you know. And for you, what you need to let go of is represented by the Justice card, and the Justice card talks about law, things being done by the book, contracts. So maybe you need to let go of something like that too. Maybe you also need to like get divorced, or like end a contract with like the place that you rent, or maybe you need to let go of the thoughts that everything has to be by the book and just open yourself up to different possibilities, you know, and accept this person as they are. Maybe they're a little different from your expectations, but you definitely feel the connection and you want it. So maybe this can mean like you expanding your mind to accept this other person's reality, you know? It could be that too. Or it could be like you getting out of a job, or, you know, anything that might have like a contract. Anything that could be binding legally, you know, I get for the both of you. So you could be both married at this time with other people, or in a relationship, you know, and you just met and you just really want to be together, and you had this moment of clarity and you're like, yeah, this is my person and I gotta do it. Or, you know, if it's not about like a person, if it's not like romantic, maybe you just found your passion in life, or this person is offering you a great possibility career wise, you know. But I get more that This is romantic. There's no way. There's a lot of ones, and it seems like it's a very passionate connection, and there are feelings to you, and you're like, your energy is the sun. Very strong cards in this reading. So there's definitely a lot of there's a strong connection and a strong desire to be together, you know, but you're letting go of some stuff, and I don't know. Let me know in the comment section how this resonates. What are you letting go of, and what are they letting go of? Oops, so many cards fell. So now what I want to do is, we already know what you need to let go of, right? And now I want to ask what is coming forward after the Nine of Cups. What can you expect moving forward after you make all the necessary changes and you're reunited? Because I get the feeling that you're not together right now, although there is communication for sure. Maybe you're just like geographically distant, but I don't get that there's like no contact. You're definitely in contact. Now let's see what's to come. Let's take 3 cards for overall guidance and prediction. What's to come for group 4 after they make the necessary changes to their lives. Let's see. Very interesting. And this card came out too. So let's see. Well, we talked about the results of earlier efforts. I realize it's a fruitful season, right? And what we see here is, with the 3 first cards that came out, these are all Pentacle cards, right? So these are all related to like, actual fruits. This could be money. This could be anything that you find valuable, and we have the 5 of Pentacles, and then we have the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles. So this could mean that you're gonna be moving away from this feeling, really. And the 5s, they always represent change, right? And then we have a 5 here, and we have another 5 here. So this could mean like really making the change, letting this go, whatever was like weighing you down and making you unhappy, because the 5 of Pentacles shows this couple, feeling left out in the cold. So maybe this is gonna happen, to start, like after you make these changes, after you cut whatever it is, maybe you're gonna feel like you have, like, this could literally mean like that people are gonna shun you, left you out in the cold. You might lose some people, some friends, or you might be moving away really to a different land, a different place. You could be both relocating, and you might feel like this, but you're gonna have each other, and you definitely have the support of the divine, and there is definitely support for you, although maybe in the beginning, because of this feeling too of like being upset of the changes that you're making, maybe you're gonna have to weather the storm, but you're gonna be together, And then we have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is like looking at this coin, this possibility, this opportunity, and to him it's so dreamy, it's so perfect, And so once you move out of this situation where you're feeling like in a rut, and you might be feeling like, oh my god, I've lost everyone, you know, you're gonna start to see how much there is there for you actually, you know, and how much you have coming your way. And with the five in the page, you have 6 coins in total. And then this, we have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles in his hand here, he has the scale, right? So this represents balance, you know, an equal give and take. So this person is definitely gonna be your partner, like to support you, and they're gonna want the same things as you, and you're gonna find not only that you can help each other and you're there for each other, but that you're actually cared for. This person here, and especially with this thing here, because I always read these cards as like church, you know, like divine guidance. Like maybe you're feeling left out in the cold, but you don't realize that there's someone or something watching over you. And then here, I get the feeling that this is like, this man is like God or the universe, you know, actually showing you like it's okay. You are protected, you are guided, everything is always working out for you the best way, you know. And then we got the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords represents a moment of retreat, for rest, for healing, right? So maybe this is gonna take you into a moment where you definitely look inside and deal with some feelings, you know, that you've had maybe for a very long time, that you've been repressing, and maybe it's all gonna come out, you know, once you make the change and the transition. Of course, you're gonna have to deal with the situation and you're gonna have to deal with the change. But I get the feeling that because here we have the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, and this really shows people suffering, that you're gonna be feeling better because this is the Four of Swords. So like in more stable as well, because the number 4 represents stability. So, but you're definitely gonna look within, you know, both of you, and this is gonna be a very healing moment for both of you. And it's really important that you stick together and that you remember, like, if they're suffering or you're suffering, it's not because you miss, like you want to take it back, because I get the feeling that you're making all these changes very rationally because you're really sure of what you want. You just have to go through the motions, through the process of change, you know. And remember that you are extremely passionate about each other and you just really want to make this happen. But some changes are necessary, but you're definitely guided and cared for, you know. However it is that you feel that you're connected or guided, if it's like God or like Jesus, like I was saying in the beginning, you know, your angels, your spirit guides, your animal guides, they're guiding you. And about this, I would definitely, you know, ask for guidance, exactly how you can make these changes. And I talked about Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael is great for cutting cords, energetic cords. You can find some prayers online, or you can just, like, if you want to cut someone or a situation out of your life, what you can do is see them in your minds, connect to them, like through your heart. Imagine like this energetic cord from your heart to their cord, and then you can, you know, get an imaginary sword, or you can call Archangel Michael to do this with you, or you can do this yourself, or you can get like a pair of scissors and cut something for real and just say, like, I'm so thankful for you, I'm so glad for everything that I've learned, but now it's time to let you go and it's time for you to let me go. So I'm cutting these energetic cords, and I give back to you everything that is yours that has been with me, and I claim back the pieces of my soul and all the parts of me that should be with me. I ask them to be cleansed. I I cleanse them with the fire of the spirit, and I integrate these pieces of myself back into me, into my soul, into my heart, and I release forgiveness, and I express my gratitude for everything that's happened, and I wish you the best. But now our connection is over. You know, you can do this for people, for things, for anything. This is definitely gonna help you, you know, get to where you want to go, where you feel like your wish has been fulfilled. Okay? I hope this resonated, and I hope it helped. I hope it brought clarity. Remember, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you want a private reading, we offer private readings. Our email is in the description box below. Feel free to send us a message. We like to do face-to-face readings so we can have time to talk and really analyze everything and ask whatever it is that you want to ask. Okay? If you found this reading helpful, please like it, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel. And I'm curious, and besides being curious, I just really find a lot of encouragement when people share with me how the reading helped and how it resonated. So please do leave a comment if that's how you feel like it. Okay? Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, group 5. Now it's your turn. We're going to check the energies of your connection with your person, romantic or not. Okay? Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We offer private readings. Our email is in the description box below. So if this is something that you want to do, feel free to email us, and we can ask any questions that you want to ask, and we'll do this face to face so we can find out as much as possible. Okay? So right now, let's connect to your person and you, group 5. What's the energies in this connection? How you're both feeling? Past, present, future. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so think about this person, bring them to your minds, connect them to them through your heart chakra. And let's see what's going on. What's going on in the connection of group 5? Okay, so let's see. Your energies, their energies. Your feelings, their feelings. Past, present, future. And the outcome position. Okay, wow. I'm laughing and smiling because this is a very positive reading. And when I started and I said like it's not doesn't have to be this doesn't have to be like a romantic reading, I'm pretty sure this is. I would think it's really interesting if it's not, but okay. Now let's get a rune for the overall energy of this connection. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Let me see if I can show you the rune that came out. This looks like an inverted U or something, right? Okay. So let's see what the rune means. This rune, the name of it is Urus. It means a wild ox. Physical strength and speed untames potential. A time of great energy and health. freedom, energy, action, courage, strength, tenacity, understanding, wisdom. Sudden or unexpected changes, usually for the better. Sexual desire, masculine potency. The shaping of power and pattern, formulation of the self. Okay, pretty amazing. Let's see this other websites. Or are you Urus? Here. Power, manhood, femaleness, a wild bull. The rune of determination and new beginning. If it's pulled, it means that life it used to live has grown out of its frame. It needs to be left behind now so that the life energy can liberate itself like a rebirth into a new one. Be prepared for the change that hides itself behind the costume of loss. At the same time, modesty is demanded because in order to rule, you must serve first. Okay. There is definitely the energy of new beginnings here. And I say this because we have the Fool card and the Magician cards. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So in your energy, we have the King of Wands, which is a very passionate but stable energy. Someone who has integrated both their light and shadow self, who knows exactly who they are and what they want. There's no hiding anything. This is a very like matter of fact, I don't know if I'm saying this wrong, but it's like someone who knows. I know who I am, I know what I'm doing, I know what this connection means and what it represents. It's like there's no doubt, you know. And so their energy is the Magician. So it's like the same thing. You know, they're feeling powerful. They're feeling great. They're feeling like they can make things happen, bring things into reality. Maybe they're manifesting it right now. Maybe they're working with the law of attraction. Maybe they're working with affirmations. This card could also talk about manipulation, like someone who can be a little, you know, maybe they can bend stuff at their will to make things happen the way they want to. But I don't get that this person is trying to con you into anything, you know. It's more like they're really passionate about you and they really want to make this happen, you know. And it's really interesting because then we have in their feelings for you, we have the Queen of Wands. Right, again, stable, loving, passionate energy and just like knowing exactly where you stand and who you are. And then we have the King and the Queen of Wands. So, and we have here the Two of Cups. So you're definitely like soulmates, twin flames, something like this. You're definitely aligned and again mirroring each other like group 4. And I say this because your feelings towards them is the Fool. So you're ready to take this leap. You're ready to throw yourself. You're so sure that you're like unafraid and unapologetic about how you feel in this situation. I get the feeling that you've expressed yourself and they've expressed themselves. There's a lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of like wanting to make this happen, you know. Oh my God. And like here with the Fool and the Magician, they seem to me very similar as well. And then when we look here, you see we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So definitely counterparts. Okay, so let's see. So you're definitely very passionate about each other. You want this new beginning, you know, because your feelings are represented by like the Queen, and there's the King of Wands, and there's a lot of Queen and Kings. I'm not sure how long you've known each other, but because of the Fool, I there is definitely a new beginning, right? And our rune there, it said, the rune of termination and new beginning. If it's pulled, it means that the life you used to live has grown out of its frame and needs to be left behind now. So I'm getting the feeling that you both want this badly, this new beginning. You might have, like, this might be an ex, someone who was with you in the past, or it might be someone like that you are reconsidering the situation and you're looking at it and you're thinking like, how can this work better? So like this new beginning might be like a new beginning, really, like you're getting rid of the old and you're starting new but with the same person. Or this could be like someone who's recently come into your life and shaking everything up and you're like, yes, this is what I want, you know? If it's not a love relationship, then there's definitely like a meeting of souls. Like you could be like really counterparts, like best friends, people working together towards the same goal, you know, and wanting the same things. You're definitely like-minded, you know, and this person is definitely in touch with the law of attraction, I guess, even if it's just unconsciously, you know. And in the past position, we have the Star cards, and the Star card talks about healing, taking some time to take care of yourself, to feel good and balanced. And it's all about self-care, self-love, healing, mental, emotional, spiritual stability, you know, just feeling like aligned. So in the past position, I'm feeling like you were definitely doing this. And maybe this is how you manifested this relationship into your life, you know? It's maybe you decided to get rid of everything that was blocking you, to like this rune said, like your old life doesn't serve you anymore, so you got rid of it, and then you took some time to heal. And I'm getting the feeling that this is both of you, maybe even before you met or reconnected, you were making these changes not knowing that these changes would definitely bring you to this person. You might have known that you were making some changes that would definitely open space for something new, but you didn't know what it was, you know? And right now, in the present position, we have the King of Pentacles, which shows me that this is an extremely stable connection. It doesn't matter how old it is. You know, right now, you like the king, you see how he's looking at his coin? And I'm getting the feeling that the coin is the connection, you know, and you're very stable in your life, like professional life, everything, like financial life. You might have like an abundance of everything that you need, no matter like what that actually means to you, right? But I'm feeling like you're okay with the rest. You took time to heal, so you don't have to worry about these interferences or anything that could be like blocking our way or being obstacles. So you're ready to like take care of this connection, you know. And this is what you're doing right now. I feel like you're connected, you're stable, you communicate well, there's a lot of protection and loving care, you know, and communication. And moving forward, we have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is the card of soulmates, of soul connection, of working together for the relationship. You know, it's an equal give and take. You're both like counterparts, you're both friends, you both care for each other the same amount. And this is even more represented here with the fact that you have so many cards that show you how much of a power couple you actually are, and how much you're on the same level. You know, it's not like, oh, you're the queen and they're the page, you know, or you're the king and they're like, I don't know. It's like you're both on the same level. And I get that you're both on the same level financially, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally. You have the same type of drive, you have the same type of passion, you have the same type of dreams and desires. And that's why you're both so ready for this, you know, because you definitely know that this is coming to you, you know. Um, and it says here in the rune, right? It says, be prepared for the chains that hides itself behind the costume of loss. At the same time, modesty is demanded because in order to rule, you must serve first. So the loss, you dealt with the loss here in the star cards, right? Um, so there is definitely a chance that was hiding behind this loss. You were not aware of it, but now you are, you know. And it says here that you must serve first before you can rule. So like you both are rulers, you're leaders, the king and the queen. It doesn't matter your sex. This is about your energy, right? So you're both rulers, and what it's saying here is that you must serve first. So what I get, especially with these cards here, is that you're gonna be doing this a lot. You're gonna be serving each other, and your relationship is definitely gonna help other people. You know, I get that. And because you're very strong, and you're gonna be even stronger together. And then with the Queen of Pentacles in the outcome position, you know, it just goes to show again a lot of stability, a lot of abundance, wealth, health, being in contact, like connected to your inner feelings, your inner guidance, being, you know, again, protecting this connection. You know, she is too looking at her coin, and sometimes the coin can represent like money, but in this case the coin, you know, but the coin also represents like something that you value, right? And in this case it's the connection, it's the love, sorry, it's the love that you share. I hope my dog isn't bothering you. I don't know how, you know, loud he's being, because like I'm a little away, I'm far away from him, but he just goes crazy. So anyway, what I see is you guys moving forward to a very happy and stable future where you both see each other, because you're very similar in a way. You know, I'm getting the feeling with the Queen and the King of Wands that you might have come from nothing. Not necessarily nothing, but it isn't like you come from money. It isn't like you were born royal, kind of like that, you know? It's not like that. You 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 worked your way up into this stability and this abundance and this wealth, you know, and you really took care of yourself, and you're really proud of who you are, both of you, you know, in a way that you don't project insecurities, you don't project fears into each other. You're able to clearly see each other for who you actually are. Because in a lot of relationships, we can meet people who don't see us. And this is not the case. You definitely see them, and they definitely see you. And when you look at each other, you definitely see how you connect, and how, insanely divided guided this is. And that's why you're so ready to take this leap, whatever it means. You just feel safe. You feel safe. And this is what they want, for sure. There's no doubt about it. This is the most straightforward reading of all, of the 5 groups. This is, so if this isn't resonating, maybe you should check the other groups. If there's some doubt, if there's some letting go, that needs to be done, because there is another group where people needed to let go of some stuff before. But this is like how it would continue after you let go of stuff, so this is pretty amazing. You've definitely met someone who sees you, and who you see them too, and I'm sure you're really happy about it. I don't know, guys. I don't feel like there's any need for more cards, but I took more cards for the other groups, So let's see. Let's take 3 cards for overall prediction and guidance to see what is gonna happen after this. What can we expect coming into the future after you take the leap? This could represent marriage, exchange of vows, something like this. So, let's see what we can expect moving forward. Here so we can see better. Yes, guys, happiness, expansion, celebration, love, knowing how important this is. This is a beautiful reading, guys. So we have here for what's to come, right? So after you feel stable enough, you're going to start planning the future. You're going to feel stable enough to take a look at the world, at the possibilities, at the opportunities, and decide what are we going to do with it. The 3 of Wands gives me magician vibes. It's like painting a white canvas, right? So definitely moving forwards, there's going to be an expansion. There could be traveling involved, relocation, international travels, moving, or just doing things in a different way, than you've done before. Then we have the 3 of Cups, which is definitely the card of happiness and celebration, parties, just feeling very happy, let's party. Life is so amazing. I have no worries. And then we have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups, here we had the Wands and the Pentacles, right? And here we have the Cups, which is the love. And she's just looking at her cup, and she's just like, oh, look how beautiful it is. So you're just mesmerized by this connection. Moving forward, it's only gonna get stronger and stronger. And it's gonna develop from passion to something real and tangible, and then into just love. I just see a lot of love and happiness coming your way, Group 5. Amazing. This is really happy. I want this reading for me. All right, guys, I hope this resonated. If it didn't, remember this is general reading. So take what does and leave what doesn't. And if it didn't resonate at all, check the other groups. And if it did, please leave a comment down below because it helps so much like you would not imagine. Not just the channel, but me in particular, because it just encourages me to do this more. You have no idea how happy I am when I'm doing the readings and when I get like feedback of people saying like, oh my god, was so accurate, like my god, you have no idea. It just makes my day, my year, and I just want to make more videos. And also, if you want to look further into this situation or any other situations, we offer private readings. You can find our email in the description box below. If you liked this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel, okay? And I hope to see you back here soon. And happy love life for you guys. Bye bye.